We don't get hit by this weather. So players are on the bus and I'm going to be running them. Yes?
John, what did you think about why the game changed so dramatically?
Yeah.
We're up 21. Possessions don't matter right now with certain guys on the team. So all of a sudden, you know, it's only one play. Well, it's only two plays. It's only three plays. And all of a sudden, it's a 6-point game at halftime. And then you're in a dogfight. And you got to give Rick credit. He had them ready. They fought like heck. How about getting down 21 and not stopping? It shows what a good coach he is. And I'm just disappointed. I mean, what I see, just plays that you can't win making those kind of plays. It is not. I'm just trying to do something. You can't play basketball that way. Out of bounds play, they run and get a layup late. There's no way. Not if your mindset is we're winning. I'm watching this guy. My guy ain't getting it. You don't just stop and just go like that. But there is that more than just one guy. I mean, our execution down the stretch, we throw it to the post and the guy has a layup and he bounces it off his leg. We drive him to the middle and instead of just getting there and making that pass, he tries to go an extra step. I mean, it's all stuff that you look at and you just say, guys, you're not winning playing this way. But I got to give Tennessee credit. We had them down 21 and they came back and beat our brains in. So you think about it. They ended up beating us by 30 in about 25 minutes. And it could have been 50. So we got a ways to go. I mean, I was worried about this game coming off the Kansas game. And then the way it started, I thought, okay, we're going to be fine. But I think we had them ready. And I think they just did their normal, I'm going to back up. And then I'll get out, I'll foul out. I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? That you ready, and then the stuff gets too rough and I just back up. And, you know, we got to do some soul searching individuals and as a staff, we got to keep looking at ways we can help this team get better and demand more and more winning plays. But we are what we are right now.
Cal, have you ever lost a game up 21 before? You can remember.
Historically, you may have to look back, but if my teams get up 10, it's like 102. So I'm coaching a different kind of team.
Cal, Alex came out looking great, and was it something they did, or was it something that happened?
Yeah, he's not here, so I would tell you have to ask him.
John, you guys seem to, obviously you fouled a lot in this game, but also in some other games too. What's that about? How much of a problem is that? Defending without fouling.
I can't.
John, is it possible some of your kids, when Tennessee was coming back, I know there's a lot of good things from Kansas, but some kids lost confidence?
You have to ask them. They don't play.
John, how much? I mean, you've been harping on winning plays for a while now. We're down within last 8 or 9 games of the regular season.
They haven't surrendered to it yet. They just haven't surrendered to it yet. They're still, my stuff works. Okay? At what point is it going to work? So they haven't surrendered to it. And let me just say this. Winning plays are like tough rebounds. They took a three, guy kind of fell asleep, and they got a three in the corner. And he missed it. And the guy that lost him just turned and stopped playing, and the ball went right there. And then they scored. You can't. I mean, that's winning plays and losing plays. For winning plays, I'm there, it hits, I go and I dive on the floor, I get it, I tip it to a friend, and we play. We're not there. But, you know, we got a good team. Obviously, we shown it. We showed it for 15 minutes today, and then we revert. And then, you know, just didn't have the fight that you need to go on the road and win.
You're much of a handicap, is it, John, that you still, it seems, searching for a post play or something from the post?
Alex did all right the first beginning of the game. It got a little rough, and he kind of did some fades and all that, but he's our post presence, and if he can't play and they have 6'5" guys that can really guard him, it's tough for us.
Cal, all the success you have, this has to be driving you crazy. It's got to be really frustrating.
No, I've done this 30 years, and I've had teams up and down, and I'm just ready to get on the plane because I don't want to have to bus back. That's my thought right now, just so you know.
Tyler Ulis was visibly frustrated on the court. What was he like telling his teammates in the huddle?
Well, he was just upset because they kept breaking down, like losing plays. Why would you do that? How did you lose him? How did you? And they kind of talk like my son Brad. So,
How were Tyler's legs late in the game? Played 38 after playing for 45 minutes.
yeah, he was fine. That wasn't it.
John,
Wasn't
it
the
looked
issue.
like, it looked like just from watching, it was obviously the most frustrated you've been on the sideline all season.
No, I'm just trying to demand that they do it the right way, and I'm asking them, why would you do that? Why didn't you do what we're teaching? Why are you trying to break off? Why are you? And then when they do the same thing 3 times, then I get a little more aggressive. Then obviously you're not hearing me, so I'm gonna say this louder and a little bit closer to your face, so you hear what I'm saying.
What did they say to you then?
How did you think they were past this with the way they played leading up to Kansas and the way they played?
What's that?
Did you think you were past this kind of performance
No,
with them?
because it's a long season. Look, here's what I said. We had 4 unbelievable efforts in a row. It's hard to have 10 of those. But when you get up 21, you know, all right, we ain't giving this up. I'm not taking that shot. I'm not losing that man because we're going to win this game. They don't think that way. They're just, what do you mean? It was a good play, and it was only one time, but that's where we are. But we'll be fine. Guys, I got to get on it here because